How's it going, everybody? PK Investing here. It's my personal belief that a dollar earned passively is worth more than a dollar earned through active work. In today's dividend update video, we'll go over all the passive income my portfolio has generated for the month of May, and we'll also take a look at how much closer I've come to reaching my passive income goal for the 2021 calendar year. But before we get into that, I recommend you check out the dividend update video from last month so you can see how everything compares. I'll leave a link to that video along with the playlist in the description below. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Leading the pack this month is Apple, ticker AAPL. Despite its name, Apple doesn't sell anything close to apples. This technology giant has a market cap of $2.1 trillion, making it the most valuable company in the world. However, many investors believe that the iPhone maker is significantly overvalued, meaning putting money in Apple now means you have to pay a premium. I agree that the company is overvalued, but that hasn't stopped me yet. I'm still reinvesting Apple's dividend each quarter, and I don't mind manually buying more shares when I have extra cash available. The thing about Apple that I find the most compelling is the brand loyalty that customers have towards the brand. When Apple releases a new iPhone, these are the people that buy it without fail. These are also the people that buy into all of Apple's products. The Apple brand is so incredibly powerful, and that's exactly what keeps me coming back. Last month, Apple paid me $1.30, which dripped 0.01 shares. The next company on the list isn't as exciting as Apple, but I still can't get enough of it. Colgate-Palmolive, ticker CL, is a global leader in consumer products. I affectionately refer to Colgate as a boomer stock because it's pretty boring overall. But for long-term dividend growth investors, boring is an exciting thing. Nowadays, there's a new meme stock every couple of weeks. The stability of companies like Colgate is something I really appreciate. The oral hygiene giant knows what it can and can't do, and it keeps chugging along and giving investors a small yet sustainable and growing return on their investment. Like Apple, Colgate also benefits from brand loyalty. My family has been brushing our teeth with Colgate toothpaste and washing our dishes with Palmolive dish soap since the days of my grandparents. And despite the lack of thrill, the slow and steady style of Colgate-Palmolive continues to impress. Last month, Colgate paid me $1.60, which dripped 0.019 shares. Coming up next is Colgate's primary competitor, Procter & Gamble, ticker PG. Procter & Gamble is a massive corporation with a market cap of over $330 billion. The company is the very definition of a blue chip stock. Like Colgate-Palmolive, Procter & Gamble doesn't really bring any wild and crazy excitement to the table unless you're a long-term dividend growth investor. The company has a massive portfolio of consumer products that are not going to be falling out of demand anytime soon. One of the largest criticisms I've heard is that Procter & Gamble will face lots of competitive pressure from generic alternatives to their products and sales from online retailers. I recognize that these things will happen, but I also recognize the staying power that Procter & Gamble has. The company was formed in the 1800s and has been growing ever since. I also hold the view that increased pressure from competition will be good for Procter & Gamble. The pressure will force the company to continue innovating, and that will result in increased product quality, higher consumer satisfaction, and greater shareholder returns. Last month, Procter & Gamble paid me $6.16, which dripped 0.045 shares. The final stock for the month of May is a very popular high-yielding healthcare stock. AbbVie, ticker ABBV, is basically a staple in every dividend investor's portfolio. The stock currently has a dividend yield of around 4.5% and a 3-year dividend CAGR of around 22%. While I know that nothing in the future is certain, that dividend CAGR is pretty impressive. The company has also grown its dividend consecutively for the past half a century, if you include the time when AbbVie and Abbott were still one company. The main thing that investors are unsure about now is how the stock is going to look in a few years when AbbVie's patent for Humira expires. Humira has been the best-selling drug of the past several years, but its time at the top will eventually come to an end. Fortunately, AbbVie is continuously working to cushion the blow and increase revenue streams by other means. The company has a very impressive pipeline of drugs, and they've also padded their base with acquisitions. Do I think AbbVie's massive dividend growth is sustainable forever? No, I don't. But I'm confident in their ability to grow, thrive, and deliver sustainable returns. Last month, AbbVie paid me $10.31, which dripped 0.089 shares. Now that we've covered my favorite companies that paid out last month, let's take a look at the passive income table that I've made. At the beginning of the year, I set a goal for myself that I would earn $2,000 in passive income for the year 2021. I've earned about $19 for the month of May. It looks like this month last year was only $6, so that month's passive income has tripled in only a year. My total passive income earned for the year so far is now about $706. May is usually a lighter month, and that's okay since June is going to be pretty massive. Moving into the passive income graph, we're still seeing a trend up compared to the previous year, but also compared to the same period in the previous quarter. My favorite thing about looking at graphs like this is that number differences are immediately apparent, and patterns can be recognized almost instantly. We are almost halfway through the year, and I'm excited to see what comes next. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't yet, and sharing this video with a friend. Take care, and I'll speak with you again real soon. I am not a financial advisor. Investing always involves risk. This video was created for entertainment purposes only.